Lord in the beauty of holiness. Please open your Bibles to Psalms chapter 66. Psalms chapter 66 and verse number 4. It says, "All the earth shall worship thee and shall sing unto thee. They shall sing to thy name." And then please look at Psalms 95. Psalms 95 and verse number 6. "O come, let us worship and bow down. Let us kneel before the Lord, our Maker." Together as a church body, we must engage true worship. Because worship is perhaps the most important action of human experience. Worship is a manner of living. Worship is for creating a sense of anticipation and expectation. Together as a church body, we must engage true worship because worship is for producing transformation and for producing real change in our lives. You see, true worship should be our priority since it is commanded. It should be our priority since it is needed. It should be our priority because it is a lifestyle. It is an experience, and it's the right thing to do. True worship should be our priority since it is communion with God. It is a dynamic thing, and it is very reverent, for He is worthy. Worthy means worthship. So He is worth our adoration, and He is worth our respect. He came to earth. He died for us. He rose again. He ascended to heaven. He's coming again. He has a future for us. He has an inheritance to give, and He is redeeming all things. He is worthy, and I want you to know it should make us want to shout. To be honest, I've been coming to church for nearly 60 years to corporately worship my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I love to sing. I love to hear the Word of God. I love to preach the Holy Bible. I love it when everyone gathers with the right attitude or gets the right attitude before it's over. However, not everyone shares my enthusiasm for corporate worship. It has been predicted by the professionals, whoever they may be, that by 2020, only 14.7% of the North American population will be in church on any given Sunday morning. And by 2025, weekly attendance will drop another 50%. It is predicted that for various reasons, people will forsake the big places and the big corporate worship places for smaller house churches. But may I say, both are needed. Both corporate worship is needed. What we have done here today and are doing here today is needed. But the small group places are needed also. Because the crowd, the corporate worship, and the core, the small group structures, are complementary and should be complementary to one another. This was true in Jesus' day also. In the book of Acts chapter 1 and 2, we have the day of Pentecost. We have the early church being empowered by the Holy Spirit of God. Now, the early church was not started in Acts chapter 1 and 2. The early church started long before that with Jesus and His 12 apostles. But I want you to know that on the day of Pentecost, the church was empowered by the Holy Spirit of God to evangelize and live a Spirit-filled life and die for Christ and live for Christ and plant churches all around the world. They were empowered to do the work that Christ left them to do. And that hasn't changed over the last 2,000 years. In Acts chapter 2, beginning with verse number 41, we see in these verses not only a large group, but we also see small groups. It says, "Then they that gladly received His word were baptized." When we get saved, we will get baptized. And the same day there were added unto them about 3,000 souls. The church grew. And they continued steadfastly in the apostles' doctrine and fellowship, and in breaking of bread and in prayers. And this is why they grew, because they continued doing the things that needed to be done. May I say today, if we do not think these statistics are going to affect the Indianapolis Baptist Temple, we're fools. Because they will, if we are not empowered by the Holy Spirit of God and reach our generation for Jesus Christ. The Bible says in verse 43, and fear came upon every soul, and many wonders and signs were done by the apostles. And all that believed were together. All that believed were together. Why should I come to church? Because all that believed were together. Why should I serve the Lord? Because all that believed were together. Why should I come and give? Because all that believed were together. If we believe, we need to be baptized. If we are baptized and become part of the church, we need to continue being together. In spite of each other, in spite of our differences, we need to be together. And they had all things common. They shared what they had with others, and sold their possessions and goods, and parted them to all men, as every man had need. And they, continuing daily with one accord in the temple, and breaking bread from house to house, did eat their meat with gladness and singleness of heart. There was a unity. And what were they doing? They were praising God. What were they doing? They were reflecting upon what Christ had done for them. What were they doing? They were worshiping Him. They were praising Him. They were reflecting upon Him. They were doing things that made them want to shout. They were praising God. And having favor with all the people. And the Lord added to the church daily such as should be saved. You see, they didn't have pastors as we think of it today, that you can hire to do all the work. And that means all you have to do is show up once a week and don't have to do anything. No, people were saved daily because the church members who had believed and were baptized and were doing things together and praising God and meeting each other's needs, they were bringing people into the kingdom of God, spiritually speaking. You see, if our church is going to grow numerically, it's going to take more than just the pastors doing it, just 3 or 4 of us doing it. It's going to take all of us inviting our friends and filling up these seats and bring them to church and letting us preach the gospel to them and winning them to Christ and baptizing them and teaching them to continue through your example and my example to do all things together. You see, we need corporate worship, but we also need small group structures, so that as the church grows bigger, the church can grow smaller, and as the church grows smaller through small groups, the church can grow bigger through corporate worship. That's what happened in Acts chapter 1 and 2. And that's what can happen again today. And what needs to happen today. The day of Pentecost, the crowd became the church, and the church became the core. You see, you here today, you may be a part of the church, but that's not good enough. You need to become a part of the core, the very inner workings of what we do and what we accomplish, so that more can be added to the church and more can continue together praising God and just shouting over all that He has done for us. Please listen. As your pastor, I think I make my intentions and my expectations very clear based upon, I believe, the Word of God. I believe that I desire what God desires. I really do. And what is that? The crowd becoming the church and the church becoming the core. I want everyone to be saved. I want everyone to be baptized. I want everyone to be faithful. I want everyone to be in a small group structure. I want everyone to serve. I want everyone to show up and shout and worship corporately, weekly, together. That's what I want. I believe that's what God wants. I believe that's what all of us should want. You see, the reason my wife and I are faithful is because we want our children to be faithful. The reason we tithe is because we want them to tithe. The reason we serve is because we want them to serve. The reason we keep a good attitude, most of the time, is because we want them to have a good attitude, most of the time. They were born with girl attitudes. What more can I say? We come to church on Sunday morning because we want them to come to church on Sunday morning. We come to church on Wednesday night because we want them to come to church on Wednesday night. We do things that we think are important because we want them to do things when they get older that are important. I want our church to grow bigger on Sunday by growing smaller through small groups throughout the week. And when this happens, the spiritual results are the same as the first generation church. Life transformation. Say that with me today. Life transformation. Say it a little louder. Life transformation. Say it like you mean it. Life transformation. That's what God expects of us. He wants us to change. Because they shared the essential components of worship for life transformation. Not only in the early church, but it should be found in our church, in every church. And what are those components of worship? Number one, the revelation of Jesus Christ. We're here to reveal Jesus Christ to you. We're not here to talk about Muhammad. We're not here to talk about Confucius. We're not here to talk about Zoroaster. We're here to talk about Jesus. It's about the revelation of Jesus Christ. A second component of worship is the power of the Holy Spirit. I pray that when we leave here today, we'll be filled and transformed and conformed and led by the Holy Spirit of God. And the third component of worship is simply this: the bride of Christ responding in surrender and adoration. The bride of Christ responding in surrender and adoration. This church thing is not a joke. This local New Testament church thing is important. Being a part of a Baptist church is vital in so many areas. Not only now, but in his coming kingdom and in his coming holy city called the New Jerusalem. That's where the church is going to live. If you want to live where the church is going to live, you've got to live where the church is now. Those today that are fishing on the creek beds, they're not living in the New Jerusalem someday. You can put her down. Oh, they'll be in heaven. They'll be on this earth somewhere. My vote is Siberia. Send them to Siberia. The church now is going to be the bride of Christ. The church now is going to be living in the New Jerusalem. And until we figure that out, we're never going to come and praise and shout and be faithful as we ought. And we might have mansions now, but we're not going to have mansions then. Oh, we'll make it if we've believed on Christ, but we're not going to have mansions then. I don't think everyone's going to get a mansion. We've sung that so long, we believe it. But it's just not true. And you know what? You better believe the Bible over a song that some man or woman wrote hundreds of years ago that just was a little off. It's a great song, just not always theological. I love The King is Coming, just not always theological. A lot of things we sing, not theological. I'm telling you, the Lord's church is vitally important. Someone may ask, is it really important to go to church every Sunday morning? And the answer is yes. But why? Let me give you several reasons. Number one, God is glorified when Christians gather together to worship Him. God is glorified when Christians gather together to worship Him, to praise Him, to shout because of all that He has done for us. This happens when we lift up the name of God and celebrate His work. Why? Because He is worthy of such adoration and He is worthy of such surrender. Is it really important to go to church every Sunday morning? Well, I believe the answer is yes. Why? Well, number two, because people will look over our shoulders to the God of our experience. Others will witness our worship and will ask who? Who is worthy of all this attention? What did He do for you? And we can tell them, He died for me, and He also died for you, and He deserves your attention also. Is it really important to go to church every Sunday morning? Well, the answer is yes. For a third reason, our worship provides a defense for the faith that is not man-made, but is God-authored and supernatural. Our worship provides a defense for the faith. When we worship, people will ask, where? Where did all of this come from? Where did all of this passionate worship come from? Then we can say, He is the God who saves. Then we can say, He is the God who reigns in our lives. Then we can say, He is the God we serve. And this is why. You see, church, worship, Sunday morning gatherings are not about you and me. They are about Him. They are about Jesus Christ. The Bible says in Colossians chapter 1, if you'll turn there with me, please. Colossians chapter 1. And look what it says beginning with verse number 18. One of my favorite passages. It says, and He, speaking of Jesus, and He is the head of the body, speaking of the local church. And He is the head of the body, the church, who is the beginning, the firstborn of the dead, that in all things He might have the preeminence. We're not to be number one. He is to be number one. We are not to be preeminent. He is to be preeminent. It's not our voice, it's His voice. It's not us, it's Him. It's not our exaltation, it's His exaltation. And He is the head of the body of the church, who is the beginning, the firstborn of the dead, that in all things, He might have the preeminence. In church? Yes. In our worship? Yes. In our services? Yes. In our structure? Yes. In our singing? Yes. In our songs? Yes. In our preaching? Yes. In our attitudes? Heavens, yes. In our thought processes? Yes. Put down your iPhones for an hour and a half. Shut the full things off. It'll make you feel better. It'll make me feel so much better. We are addicted to social media. We are addicted to our iPads. We are addicted to Facebook. And I'm going to say, along with Charles Barkley, the great theologian of the NBA, Facebook are for idiots just to make themselves feel a little better. I didn't say it. A great theologian said it, not me. Charles Barkley. And if Charles said it, you can believe it. And that settles it. That in all things he might have the preeminence, that he might have our entire attention today. For it pleased the Father that in him should all fullness dwell. And having made peace through the blood of his cross, that's a good reason to put our iPhones down. And having made peace through the blood of his cross. That's a good reason to have a good attitude. Having made peace through the blood of his cross. That's why we should make him preeminent and give him all of our attention today. Having made peace through the blood of his cross, by whom to reconcile all things unto himself, by whom I say, whether they be things in earth or things in heaven, and you that were sometime alienated and enemies in your mind by wicked works, yet now hath he reconciled. Anyone here today that's been reconciled? In the body of his flesh through death, to present you holy and unblameable and unreprovable in his sight. That's what he wants to do for you. Because you know what? We need to be reproved. We have a lot to be blamed for. He wants to stay in his church so we hear the word of God, so that when we stand before him, he doesn't have to blame us for anything. Oh, but here's a stipulation. If ye continue in the faith. We're going to be unblameable if we continue in the faith. We're going to be unblameable, unreprovable in his sight. One day we're going to stand in his sight as the judge of the universe. And the key is if we continue in the faith, grounded and settled. May I say, we'll not be grounded and we'll not be settled in the faith if we don't continue in the faith, and if we don't continue where the faith is. My small group Bible study on Wednesday night and our men's prayer breakfast on the first Saturday of every month, we're going through the book of 1 Timothy. And the whole book of 1 Timothy is about not departing from the faith that is in the local church, which is the repository of the deposit. The deposit is the faith. We are a salt shaker here. You are the salt. We are the salt. If we don't stay in the church, we will depart from the faith. We will err from the faith. Because the church, the local church, is the pillar and ground of the truth. Oh, if we could just figure that one out. If ye continue in the faith, grounded and settled, and be not moved away from the hope of the gospel. I know a lot of people that have been moved. And it just amazes me. It literally amazes me how easy so-called good, grounded, settled church members in the faith can be moved. And be not moved away from the hope of the gospel which ye have heard, and which was preached to every creature which is under heaven, whereof I, Paul, am made a minister, who now rejoice in my sufferings for you, and fill up that which is behind of the afflictions of Christ in my flesh, for his body's sake, which is the church. Wherefore I am made a minister according to the dispensation of God, which is given to me for you to fulfill the word of God, even the mystery which hath been hid from ages and from generations, but now is made manifest to his saints. Look at verse 27. to whom God would make known what is the riches of the glory of this mystery among the Gentiles, which is Christ in you, the hope of glory. Christ in you, the hope of glory. That refers to justification. But it also refers to sanctification. Being in Christ has a dual meaning. We're in Christ when we are justified, but we're also in Christ when we are sanctified. And when we were sanctified, it is when we, as a believer, entered the baptismal pool. And that was the first step of sanctification and the first step of obedience that we're to make for Christ. And so we're put in Christ when we get saved, when we get justified, but we're also put in Christ and His church when we get baptized. That's why the local church is so important. Until we understand the dual meaning, the local church will never have the meaning that it ought to have in our lives. Look at verse 29. Whom we preach, warning every man and teaching every man in all wisdom, that we may present every man perfect in Christ Jesus, mature, spiritually mature in Christ Jesus, whereunto I also labor, striving according to His working, which worketh in me mightily. What happens when we gather and corporately worship Jesus Christ, the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, this preeminent one, this one who's number one? What happens when we gather? First of all, we value the priority of faithful weekly attendance. Number two, we value the priority of encountering the transforming presence of God. Number three, we value the priority of making disciples and not just creating consumers. What happens when we gather? We value the priority of experiencing the gospel and the hope of glory. What happens when we gather? We value the priority of people being drawn to God, experiencing His power, and being transformed by His grace. But unless we're here, it won't happen. Unless we're here, unless we value these things, it will not take place. And the hope of glory will not be as hopeful as it should be. Don't get me wrong. I didn't say you're not going to heaven. But there's so much more to heaven than just going to heaven. There's so much more. Eye hath not seen nor ear heard what God has prepared for those that love Him, that are faithful to Him, that serve Him. Today, let us engage worship. Let us engage worship. As I begin to pray, I want our magnification team to come back at this time. And I want them to sing that song once again as we begin to close out this invitation and this service, and as we give you in a moment an opportunity to be saved, to be baptized, to continue, to be grounded,